Ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to present to you one of the greatest leaders in the free world today, the Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu.
Thank you. Thank you, Pastor Hagee, and thank you all for that warm introduction. There is indeed strong support in the United States for Israel. It cuts across the American people. It goes through changing administration. It goes through the different parties here and there. And if there's something that warms my heart and warms the hearts of all Israelis, it is this American support, this broad-based American support for Israel. So I want to say thank you, and I want to send all of you greetings from Jerusalem, the eternal and undivided capital of the State of Israel. I want to thank you, Pastor Hagee. I want to thank you for your unwavering commitment to Israel. I want to thank you for your leadership in mobilizing the grassroots Christian support for Israel that is so strong throughout America. You have given the hundreds of thousands, the thousands of people there in America with you and the millions of Christians supporting Israel throughout America a chance to have their voices heard. That voice is heard loud and clear, not only in the United States, but also here in Israel, here in Jerusalem. The people of Israel know that they are not alone. We know that all of you are rock-solid supporters of the one and only Jewish state. And we also know that all of you never hesitate to proudly stand up and defend the truth. You defend the truth that Israel is America's only reliable ally in the Middle East. And when you support Israel, you don't have to choose between your interests and your values. You get both. You get a country that draws from the same well from which you draw your values. And you get a country that has stood with you for decades in confronting the enemies of America. Those enemies think that we are you and that you are us. And you know something? They're absolutely right. America and Israel were forged by the same ideals. We're committed to the same values. And we share common hopes for the future. You also defend the truth about Israel's pursuit of peace. You know that this conflict has never been about Israel's refusal to accept a Palestinian state. It's always been about the Palestinians' refusal to accept the Jewish state. That's what this conflict has always been about. And I think even more importantly, you defend the truth that the Jewish people are not occupiers in the land of Israel. This is not a strange land for us. This is the land of Abraham, of Isaac, of Jacob. This is the land of David and Solomon. This is the land of the Maccabees. This is the Jewish homeland. Israel is the home of the Jewish people as much as any place is the home of any people. And I can tell you that Israel wants peace with our Palestinian neighbors. But you cannot build peace on a foundation of lies. And the greatest lie today is the attempt to deny the connection of the Jewish people to their ancestral homeland. For nearly 4,000 years, that's 4 millennium, the Jews have lived continuously in this land. And for 2,000 years, we prayed to restore our national sovereignty here. For the past century, Jews from around the world, first by the thousands, then tens of thousands, then hundreds of thousands, then 1 million from the former Soviet Union, Jews have returned to this land. We Jews have returned home, and we are here to stay. My friends, you defend all these truths and many others. And in this great struggle that is now underway between truth and falsehood, between freedom and tyranny, the people of Israel know that you will always stand by their side. So I want to thank you for all that you are doing. And I want to say to you that we appreciate deeply the depth of your support, the depth of your friendship, the depth of your commitment. May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister. Thank you for your bold and fearless leadership. Thank you for your last trip to America that showed us an example of what leadership looks like. We have a number of speakers today, and we have a very talented Masters of Ceremonies in Gary. Gary Bauer has been on the board of Christians United for Israel from the get-go. Gary was first a part of Ronald Reagan's administration. He has been a very capable leader whenever we had decisions to make about what bombs not to step on in Washington, D.C. And in our early days, there were many. Gary comes now to introduce to you this very talented array of speakers you have today for the Middle East briefing. Would you put your hands together, please, and welcome Gary Bauer.